and the team's owner, James Dolan, who came under fire early this week after telling MSG employees in an internal memo that the company was, quote, not more qualified than anyone else to offer our opinion on social matters. Yesterday, Dolan sent another internal memo to the staff that was obtained by our Malika Andrews that read in part, yesterday I made a sincere attempt to provide my perspective on a very difficult issue, one that has no easy answers. I know how important this topic is to so many, and I do not want there to be any confusion about where I as an individual or we as a company stand. So let me be clear. We vehemently condemn and reject racism against anyone, period. Malika is with us live this morning. Malika, why did Dolan's original comments on Monday require another internal memo?
Well, Greenie, it's a couple of factors. In the 24 hours since that first email, I heard from people all over the league that were really frustrated with that sentiment, especially in light of the fact that virtually every other team had put out a statement, and players, including the Knicks' Dennis Smith Jr., have been out in the streets protesting. But it's not just on the basketball side, actually. Our colleague Pablo Torre reported on Tuesday that MSG employees got together and had a meeting just to discuss that email. So it was frustrating for them as well. And then on top of that, Greenie, on Tuesday morning, the Knicks social media account on Instagram posted a black square with the hashtag Blackout Tuesday. And Blackout Tuesday, it started in the music industry, but it morphed into this global social media movement that attempted to amplify Black Lives Matter movement and also to amplify Black voices. So that would seem to be incongruent with the first email that Dolan sent. Now, I want to be clear, I haven't spoken to Jim Dolan. I have reached out to the Knicks and invited them to officially comment on the matter, but that seems to be kind of the convergence of factors that led to that second email.
Yes, there seem to be a variety of things that didn't work together well. Malika, stay with me. I want to bring Jalen in here as well, and we can all discuss this a little bit if possible. Jalen, I just get your reaction to this, what we saw from the Knicks, the initial handling of this, and then the follow-up to it yesterday.
So James Dolan in any sports circle is an easy punching bag, an easy target. And by the way, who does what the Knicks did to Charles Oakley and to Spike Lee? That's just disgusting, and I can't get over how they damaged those relationships with those two people that have done so much to build their brand. But here's what I'll say about his internal letter. Anybody that works in corporate America, you do understand the things that you say, the things that you post, you tweet, you put on IG. There's going to be a level of responsibility you have with your job. That's kind of how this works. And so for him, I'm not going to really pile on because his first letter was weak, because there were so many companies across the country, including the Knicks, who either didn't make a statement or put out a weak statement. So that could be a laundry list of companies if we really wanted to go there. But I do appreciate the fact that he came back and rectified his words and took a strong stance, whether he meant it or not.
It's all confusing to me, Malika, if I can get Malika back here, for the reason that you brought up a moment ago, which is that the things that happened did not seem to be consistent with each other, with the social media doing one thing and the Knicks owner, the owner of the franchise, saying something else, and then saying that they're not more qualified than anyone else to offer opinions, but they're certainly not less qualified than anyone, and the entire world is offering opinions right now. So, Malika, I guess I would ask you where we should expect this to go from here. Is it, to the best of your understanding, has this made the people who are upset about this feel better, or is this something that still needs to be addressed within the organization?
No, I mean, from the people I'm hearing from, it hasn't really made them feel better. It feels like to them, I've been told that there was a backlash, and that is essentially what prompted Dolan to send that second email. There is a hesitancy to believe that if that email had not been made public, that he would have then double backed on that, especially in light of the fact that Dolan has spoken in his songs about Trayvon Martin, which could be considered to many, many people a social issue. And so if he was qualified then, the question becomes what changes now. Now, like I said, Greenie, I would love to hear from Jim Dolan on this matter, but that hasn't been the case publicly yet.
Jalen?
All young people out there, use social media to your benefit, not your detriment. And so when you press in, that's going to be out there forever. And all of us have posted things that we regret. But for James Dolan in this situation, what I've been acknowledging and hearing, basically the people at MSG feel like he's running their situation like he's a dictator. And when you have so many employees that have so much passion about so many things, it's really tough to take one letter and suppress everybody's feelings and opinions and basically acknowledge the fact that you don't feel like you have what it takes to speak on a specific topic. So now you're going to stop all of us from having an opinion as well. That's where it pretty much rubbed everybody the wrong way, and I understand that.
Malika, outstanding work today. Please stay close on this. If you do hear anything further, we will definitely come back, because this is something I think, to your point, I don't think we've heard the last of this from inside the Knicks yet. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.